Hey there friends, Foster the Canadian here, and sun's going down. I figured this would be a good vlog to talk about zombies. Jump cut. That's right, I'm talking about zombies. My opinion on zombies, what I think about zombies, and how I feel about zombies. And frankly, I'm against them. I don't think that they should be allowed. I don't think they have the same rights as us living beings. I don't think they should be able to drive cars or vote. But, you know, I want to talk more about the dead undead, the living corpses, Larry King disease. I'm going to have to cut that out. Jump cut. Alright, first thing I'm going to talk about, obviously, is games. Zombie video games, and the first game that pops in my mind, probably the first zombie game that pops in most people's minds, maybe not so much today, but Resident Evil. Now, I actually came to the party a little bit late. Resident Evil, I didn't play until, I played Resident Evil 2, but it wasn't until Resident Evil 3 was already out. And I loved the game. I loved the puzzle aspects of the game. I liked the, I didn't like the camera angle. I will say that they definitely improved the camera angle over the years, but honestly, that's about all that they've improved in my mind since Resident Evil 2. You know, it was the first real survival game that I feel like I got scared playing. And again, I was a kid. You know, I'm sure that nowadays I'd get pretty freaked out playing The Last of Us or State of Decay instead of, you know, running around trying to see how many zombies I can kill in the most ridiculous way. And Resident Evil, I feel like they haven't abandoned their core. I feel like they're more trying to expand their core, if that makes sense to you guys. They're not even real zombies anymore. And, yeah, let's get that out of the way. I'm definitely on the side of the court that's for the shambling, you know, brains type of zombie. I shouldn't be walking down the street at sundown shouting brains, but, you know, the infected. That's what they are now. They're not zombies, they're infected. And I can understand them wanting to capitalize on that. You know, it makes movies a little bit more exciting if, you know, the zombies act like actual fierce opponents instead of just shambling up to you very slowly, but that's what I know as a zombie. The first zombie movie I ever saw, I guess transitioning now to movies, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, the original version of the 2004 remake, which was good in its own respect, you know, just not as good, in my opinion. Jump cut. Actually kind of feels like I've walked into a zombie movie now. And I feel like I did kind of rush the game aspect of this video, so I'm going to go back to games before I get to movies and how awesome Dawn of the Dead is. I want to talk about fast-moving zombies done right, because there is a way to do it. And Valve, of course, you know, masters of the video game industry, have done that with Left 4 Dead, one of my favorite games on Steam. And, you know, they usually have a good sale on it. If you haven't played it before, what are you doing? That's a great game, good dialogue, story mode, very fun though. Incredibly fun zombie game, and I don't think they introduced Special Infected. Actually, they might have been the ones that introduced it, because I know State of Decay now, game that I've been playing a lot of lately that kind of brought this up. They have Special Infected, and I think Valve may have been the first ones to really do Special Infected as well as doing fast-moving zombies right. And it's proof that, you know, you can't really judge a zombie by its speed, I guess. Now, it's not my favorite zombie game. It's one of my favorites. It's absolutely one of my top 5, but my absolute favorite zombie game all time. Gotta go Resident Evil 2. Call them infected, zombies, whatever. It's a zombie game. And it's absolutely my favorite. You can't really beat it. If you guys haven't played Resident Evil 2, it's on the PlayStation Network. You can get it for like $5. So go buy Resident Evil 2. Play it on your PlayStation 3, on your Vita, on your PSP. Doesn't matter. Just play it. Jump cut. I'm getting the feeling I'm not supposed to be in this area, so I'm going to go this way now. And I'm going to start talking about movies. My favorite zombie movies of all time. Obviously, I talked about Dawn of the Dead. The remake, although I had problems with it, very fun movie. And that's what zombie movies are. I don't want to watch a zombie movie to really feel compelled. I don't want to get into, you know, what is a human or any garbage like that. And that's what Dawn of the Dead remake really did well. It was a fun, action-packed zombie movie, and it's kind of what you want to see, but I like the original Dawn of the Dead just because it had a feel about it. You know, it had a really ambient feel that I don't think has been recreated perfectly yet. Although I feel I may be a little bit biased because there's a scene where they're skating in the mall, and they're like body checking zombies, and it's a very Canadian moment for me that I looked at that and I went, yeah, this is a badass zombie movie. From there I watched the original Night of the Living Dead, which I really liked a lot. Jump cut. Alright, this is where I think it's going to go from a casual talk about zombies walking around in the public to a rant, and that is World War Z, the movie with Brad Pitt. It's going to be in theaters in a couple days, might already be in theaters, I don't know. I'm not going to see it. And the reason I'm not going to see it isn't because I don't think it will be a good movie. I'm sure it's a fun movie. I just don't understand why you would take a much-loved book like World War Z that I read and I really liked and take none of the source material. You're not going to take any of the stories from the book. You're going to change the way the zombies act in the book, and you're going to put Brad Pitt in there, and you're going to call it a World War Z movie. I don't understand how you can do that. When I first heard about the World War Z movie, I thought that maybe, it could take place at the Battle of Yonkers or something cool like that. But instead, they have these movies with these insect zombies. I think that's what they called them. They said that they studied the way that bugs work. I don't understand why you'd look at insects on how you would assume a human corpse, reanimated, would run. That doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't you look at the way at maybe apes work in packs, or look at how a rotting corpse would actually move the way it does in the book? And it's one of those things where I want to see the movie because I like zombie movies. Even if they're fast-moving zombies, I can enjoy the ride, but I don't want to see it because the book really holds a special place in my heart. It's one of my favorite books, and I don't like that they're taking nothing from the book, none of the stories, making the zombies run and act like insects instead of, dead humans, which is what they are, and call it a World War Z movie. And I keep repeating the same thing over and over. Why would you call it a World War Z movie? I understand that, if you slap the World War Z title on it, there are going to be more people that see it instead of, just calling it Brad Pitt, the zombie movie. But I guess it's just my problem that I have with Hollywood in general, and that they're interested in kind of taking the source material and trying to make it appeal to a broader audience, which is, I guess, a marketing tactic that works really well, but it doesn't work in the long run with fans, because you got people who are still going back and watching these old zombie movies, still watching every George A. Romero movie, and I don't feel like, 20 years from now, they're still going to be talking about the World War Z movie, which they might have if it actually was about the book. So that's my 2 cents about it. I would talk more about zombie books, but I only have read about 3 or 4, so I don't feel like I can properly put any input into that, or bring anything new to the table. But if you guys have a zombie book that you've read that you want to discuss, let me know in the comments section. And until next time, this is Foster the Canadian. I just wander when I do these vlogs. I have no idea where I am. Saying see ya. And if I see a zombie, I'll definitely catch him on film for you. Outrotation! You guys gotta be quiet. Can't be screaming outrotation with zombies on the loose.